What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on FRC stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you why this asset lost about 90% of its value in a matter of just 4 sessions. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point when this asset lost a substantial amount of its value, and I've told you that from the technical standpoint we still have a possibility to see a bounce, and this bounce happened, but it wasn't the bounce to unload the bigger picture. It was the bounce just to unload this movement to the downside, and it was for not more than 25%. And on my previous video I've told you that if you want to catch the trade with this bank, you have to know that you can lose the entire amount of your money. So the downside potential, if you enter your position in this bank, the downside potential is 100%. That's why I highly recommended you not to enter any of your position with money that you are not willing to lose. And it is extremely important. So as you can see, since I made my previous video right after this bounce to the upside, that was for about 21.66%, this asset lost again more than 60% of its value to the current price. And this price action is really mind-blowing, because this type of price action I've seen only once with a Chinese company. It is a TAL Educational Group, and let me switch to daily time frame. Let me show you this. It happened back in the days when Chinese Communist Party basically restricted their activity. And it was made right here at this very point, but the anticipation of this event, as you can see, drove the price of this asset from almost $91 all the way down to about $2 mark. And it lost 97% and it didn't bounce since then. Definitely it had this movement to the upside for about 240%, but if we take a look on the bigger picture from this top to this bottom, it didn't even reach the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, and definitely this asset was very risky and is very risky right now. So let's continue with our FRC, and let me show you the latest news. Let me show you this article that was published on Reuters on April 29th, and it says FDIC prepares to place First Republic under receivership, sources say. And let me quote you further. The US Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation is preparing to place First Republic Bank under receivership imminently, a person familiar with the matter said on Friday, sending shares of the lender down nearly 50% in extended trading. The US banking regulator decided the troubled regional lender's position has deteriorated and there is no more time to pursue a rescue through the private sector, the source told Reuters, requesting anonymity because the matter is confidential. Big banks, including JP Morgan Chase and PNC Financial Services, are vying to buy First Republic following its seizure by the government, which could come as soon as this weekend, the Wall Street Journal reported on Friday. And PNC, JP Morgan and First Republic declined to comment on the report, while the FDIC did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And let me show you an update to this article, and it was published on Yahoo Finance. As you can see, original article was made by Reuters, and this is the update. So, US FDIC asks JP Morgan PNC for final First Republic bids due Sunday, Bloomberg News. And let me quote you this. The US Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation has asked banks including JP Morgan Chase and PNC Financial Service to submit final bids for First Republic Bank by Sunday, after gauging their initial interest earlier in the week, Bloomberg News reported on Saturday. The banking regulator reached out to banks late Thursday, seeking indications of interest, including a proposed price and estimated cost to the agency's deposit insurance fund, the report said. And I have to say that right now this type of trades are very risky, and you cannot rely on any technical tools, because right now it is a pure decision of just several people in the major banks, in the JP Morgan and PNC Financial Services Group. And definitely, depending on their decision, we might see the next major movement of this asset. And as you can see, it is very close to zero. And in my opinion, if you want to enter any of your position with FRC, depending on your anticipation, you have to know that you can lose the entire amount of your capital. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? As I already mentioned, it is a pure guessing to try to catch any type of bounces during this harsh movement to the downside, because the catching of falling knife never ends properly, and you might hurt a lot with this type of price action. But on the other hand, if you, for example, willing to lose $100, the upside potential is still extremely massive. For example, if you could enter your position right here at this very bottom, and tomorrow, this Sunday, two banks decide to save this bank, we might see the bounce to the upside. And let me show you the most conservative anticipation. It will be the movement to the upside to about $5.27, which implies from the potential entry point of this lowest point of up to 185%. And definitely this type of trades are extremely difficult to predict. And you have to realize that in worst case scenario you will lose the entire amount of your money, but in best case scenario you might anticipate even bigger gains for about 718% to this previous swing high, and even higher to this level of resistance, the first level of potential bounce on a greater scale. You might anticipate 1,713%. This means if you invest just $100, in best case scenario you might have up to $1,800 in total. And definitely this bets just a pure guessing, and I highly recommend you not to enter any position with this company because of its extremely harsh movements. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. Just stay cautious, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this